Hello duckies and welcome back to Queen Swish the Conqueror. My name's Viola. And we are going around turning in quests that we completely forgot we even had. So, right now we're in Sliven. Mine Cloth. I don't think it was Mine Cloth. I think it was the mining office. Maybe? No, that's Kymel. Maybe it is the Cloth. Nope. Nobody's going there. The barracks, maybe? Oh, not these ones at least. Over this and go into here. Yes, Hartley. Cleared the monsters out of Sandalwood. Yes, I can see why Haven has so many vassals. He can solve all problems efficiently, very addictive. Still, we will pay our way. Gold and quicksilver will be sent to Fort Haven. Alas, that is not the only infestation, and more infested. Settlements, lost gardens. I really lost control of your forest. I'm ashamed. Where's the garden? Another question. Raided the invader. On the tale of such horrors in such a place of beauty. Again, I will send gold and quicksilver to Fort Haven. We are most grateful. You're very good at hunting these creatures. You should hunt them. If they spread, they will infect your own little towns. That's why you should know. I may have learned more about the origins of these horrors. And more about these mind-warping plants? Well, I might have. I have had a letter from the head of the guard in Mercedi. Ivan the Not-So-Terrible is his name. He wants me to go there and discuss the problem with him. I can't go there, but you can. Ivan the Not-So-Terrible? I don't know. That's what he's called. We blessed are full of whimsy. What does he want? He said that he has information about them, where they're from, I believe. There's even a chance that they can be eradicated, with your help, I mean. No? And quite a bit more quicksilver, that'll help in the end. Okay, and let's actually travel down the mines down here. I don't think I've been in here. Maybe I have. Wait, what? Mario. What do I find it interesting? We've been here as well. Okay. So that's just a matter of turning it in as well. Ah, boy. Oh, tried to be free Arville. He tried to kill me, now he's dead. Emil stumbles back, steadies himself, and says, I'm sure you were defending yourself. I need some time, excuse me. Barely seeing where he's going, he walks out of the office. Good boy. I haven't really talked to Istara lately. Consider things over here now. Alright, can't make an offer yet, but I can make an offer possible. Only beware, the blessed of the area will be angered if they find that you are dealing with French. Decide who I talk to, say what you have to say. The lowly people can gain a seat in the head council, we can make things better for ourselves and for Haven. However, this strange town will listen to me. I have authority in Slytherin, not everywhere, and we'll need allies. North, find Lilonius. Okay. Honestly, the blessed need help. As bad as that sounds, they need help. And go up to our Deepwood Keep and check in with Adam. Search. Okay. Gotten enough of their camps, it seems, to sort that out. This or this. Okay. Ready. Around a bit. Should I be worried? I already go. Seems I may have. Ivan. There's a mage of the area walking around this garden. He touches the plants gently, occasionally plucks the leaf or waters the shrub, whispers to the plant sometimes. When he does, they quiver a bit. Then his head snaps up and he sees you. Oh, a visitor. I am Ivan, the not really terrible at all. I welcome outsiders. He's the green skin of the beast. It's an interesting name. Oh yes, I chose it myself. I command the defenses of my city, but I need to remind people that I'm not strong. They shouldn't ask me to fight. Why is that? I'm a plant worker. I speak to the trees and I work them for the defense of the area. Don't fight me. I'm real weak in person. Certainly something to talk to you about the mind broken plants. Yes, the monstrosities. They have been spreading through our land for some time. I've been trying to find their source. I think that I finally have done it. The Shepherds tell me many secrets. Where did these horses come from? Well, you know, when you pump enough raw magic into a giant forest, there will be some unpredictable effects. We prune those out, leaving our defenses. What did you learn? I've tracked the disease to our woods. In our woods, to one set of groves. One of our leaders, Watcher Chimera, has already headed out there. He has the blessing of the elixir and he can track down the infection. If you found him, you could do a great favor for it. Where's Watcher? I went northeast tracking spores of the disease. Do you think this was the answer to the problem? I do. It is a diseased spot and it must be burned out. It would be nice to solve this problem before the next problem inevitably appears. There's always a new problem. No important job is ever truly done. Do that. Also humans, if there's two. Some combined. It's sort of like bandit spiders, smiling, wild. Trench folks live in the most beautiful, cultured land, and they constantly complain about the little problems. Does that ever make them angry? Who cares? They're the worst kind of blessed. Watcher. Everybody wants to see the Watcher first. What if I don't want to see the Watcher first? No. Getting more stones. Jonas. Lonius sits at his desk, stares up at you. He doesn't want to talk to you unless he has to. When you're around, he winces a lot. I come with a message from Ishtar. Lonius closes his eyes and rubs his temples with his fingers. Yes, Ishtar. The madness of the elixir combined with power over Trinity. Worst combination. Ishtar has been talking to him. I'm sure she has. She's full of ideas. She wants to change things. She said, just when life is stable, the blessed are distracted, the trench towns are surviving. She wants to disrupt it. She wants a new order, and she's offering me power in the new regime, yes? She says that I can get power for you. Correct. No. I have people to look out for. I'm no rebel. No, no, and no. I won't disrupt an order that is still functioning. I won't risk my people. The answer is no. I understand your point of view. Good. Carry my message back to Ishtar and don't discuss this with me again. Can't risk the anger of the blessed. They're dangerous. Not gonna work forever. Missed right up there. Oh, frozen. approach the camp, a bunch of Haven workers sitting by the fire, nervously watching the woods that surround them. They jump at any unexpected sound, as if the forest could come crashing down on them at any moment, which you suppose even might. When you approach, a Havenite woman rises to greet you. She's agitated, but she forces herself to calm down before she engages with her princess. Welcome. I am Chief Papaya, sent to turn this mess into less of a mess. The general sent us here to rebuild Fort Miss. Give the order and we will begin. Give the order. Get to work. The Papaya turns and starts shouting. The order's been given. Move into the fort. Let's get to it before the blessed figure out what we're doing. Soldiers and craftsfolk rise to their feet with cheer. Then they fled into Fort Miss. Neat. We have another fort now. Do our normal thing. Go around. Put things up. Build buildings. Here we get the whole map. At least this one seems to be fairly stable. Instead of having a whole side that the trees are tearing down. So this is the main building here. Yep. Edmund Elderfield? This small garden inside the main hall of Fort Miss. Not an unusual bit of architecture in the area. The small man in long robes has already done a lot to reclaim it from weeds and neglect. He kneels. Welcome to Fort Miss, Princess. I'm Edmund Delderfield, sage at your service. There's sage here. I know. I'm not a gardener. I actually keep our records in the battalion history. Chief Papaya lets me be here, though. Our chief doesn't care much about schools and orders. What about your books? They're in Chief Papaya's office. Don't worry, I tend to them when I absolutely have to. Nothing will be neglected. What do you think of this fort? He looks right. Nice. Ariel construction is truly lovely stuff. Polished, varnished wood, nicely carved, meant to last years. Another question. Nice plants. Thank you. It is part of my research. Much of the strength and danger of the Ariel is in their enchanted forest. I'm sure you have experienced it yourself. I'm taking samples and studying them, trying to understand its magic. Were you told to do this research? Sign of a true sage of Haven. Sorry guys, my dyslexia nearly messed that up. Is that we don't need to be told. We find out what needs to be learned and we learn it. What are the Ariel Woods? A huge forest. It's been enchanted by the Ariel. Generation after generation of their plant worker wizards have directed energy into it, making it alive and full of chaos. It serves to protect the Ariel, mostly. There is good and bad. If you have a sage's nature, there's a way you might help to learn. Is anyone in control of these woods? Sort of. Their plant workers have a lot of influence over their forest. However, plants always grow unpredictable shoots that need to be pruned. With this forest, the pruning can be dangerous. What's the good? Forest keeps their people protected. Trees confound invaders, causing them to get lost and divided, then the monsters that are spawned here finish the enemy off. What is the bet? Such a huge work of magic is chaotic. Sometimes it turns on its masters. If the blessed were alert and competent and act decisively to solve these assaults, it would not be a problem, but they aren't, so it is. What are you trying to learn now? There's something in their magic that changes creatures, turns a bit of mold into huge slimes, or tiny spiders into vicious hunters. If I could comprehend that power, I could master it for the good of Haven. Yeah, that can't go wrong at all. You mentioned I could help with your research. Indeed, you see on the south coast, southeast from your city, we have seen a stone circle. It's huge and far from the road, but surrounded by an unusually dense and dark forest. Who saw these stones? One of our ships sighted it while ferrying soldiers and supplies to Southeast Roll. And what of it? If we could visit that circle, we might learn something about their magic or their culture. If nothing else, the forest is sure to try to kill you when you travel through it. And that is sure to be educational. Dense and dark woods. Imposingly so. They're sure to provide a strong resistance as you push through them. Imagine what we could learn about the capabilities of their magic. If I ever visit the place, I'll let you know. Oh yeah. Chief of Hortmist rises to greet me. The reception is very, very casual. Hey, heard you were coming. Glad you made it safe. Trees try to eat you? We get that a lot. Anyway, I'm Chief Papaya. How are you doing, Viola? I'm doing good. How are you? You're not going to be all stuffy. Great. Ely said that you weren't a big one for ceremony. Anyway, we're under a roof at last. You took your time getting here, but I guess you had your problems, so ready for my report. I'll take your word if I must. Papaya nods. It is a necessary formality. I need it done. Then I can make a check mark on a scroll. That part is important. Anyway, Fort Mist has been rebuilt. Everything's under control. There, done. Check mark is placed on the correct scroll. Now I can do work, and your work is running the fort, keeping the Ariel from bothering us, keeping the woods from eating us, doing all the things that need doing that I shouldn't tell you about. See, hey, the Ariel are pretty weird. The blessed are mad. Regular people are downtrodden. That bothers me, and I follow my agenda and do what I can to make it better. Within the rules and my orders, of course. Probably best not to ask. I won't cause you any more trouble than you. Tell me about yourself. Havenite born and bred, got bored, wanted to make things better. Went to serve in the vassal states. Developed my agenda. It helps me sometimes. Got me in trouble sometimes. I was about to be disciplined by a bunch of idiots when Princess Delia called for me. My sister chose you personally. She did. She chose all of Haven Team Ariel herself. Said she needed people who could deal both with the Ariel and with you. She wants the very best people you could tolerate. You mentioned your agendas before. I don't like bullies. I don't like injustice. I don't like the downtrodden being downtrodden. When I'm a chief in a vassal fort, I can do little things to make things better. Sometimes it gets me into trouble. So do you fit in when you're in Haven? Why, everything's perfect in Haven. Nobody's ever unhappy. And anybody who causes trouble gets dealt with. So I'm better off out here. How has that gotten you into trouble before? I know I am only supposed to do what is best for Haven. Instead, I do the best thing for Haven that still lets me sleep at night. It's less efficient, and sometimes my superiors hate less efficient. Seems like that would make it impossible for you to run a vassal state. You'd be surprised. Some vassal states need a light touch. We try to control them too much, and they get real mad. We keep things casual, and they pay their tributes and get their protection. I do better in the casual states. The Ariel need the casual touch. They are very, very, very proud. I do have another question, but I think that's actually going to be it for this episode, guys. Thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell icon to keep up to date on all the videos, and remember to free the feral wildflower in you. Bye-bye!